Hill figure. Nigga. Tuesday evening, I am your host, Star, PKA Mr. Terrain. Tuesday night. How you feel, kids? Late night show. I was moving today. Well, not moving, putting some of my stuff in storage in preparation for my trip. And I'm just exhausted. I got like somewhat of a nap in, so I'm a little aggy, right now. I'm a little aggy, but I want to talk about Trick Daddy. Trick's on the booger sugar. That's not allegedly. Many of us saw a video last year, or was it 2 years ago, when the cop had the dollar bill or whatever that was on the hood of the car. And the nose candy was falling out of the bill, huh? Is he on that bullshit? Is he a shock jock now? Doesn't he do a radio show in Miami somewhere? Cheers. 12 babies. I thought him and Trina did a morning show, but what we're talking about, or going to be talking about, Trick Daddy talks reckless about Jigga Man and Beyoncé. It was a conversation on Clubhouse. I'm not on Clubhouse. I don't talk to niggas for free. But I heard the audio talking reckless. He said she could never sing. Something about his godmother or somebody been giving her lessons for years. Total disrespect. And then some other female chimed in talking reckless too. Then he starts going in on New York, saying that Jay-Z became king by way of default. Damn. Talk about hating your blood, huh? We'll talk about it tonight. And FBJ, I need you early, sir, because he's from Jacksonville. Is Trick Daddy going to start something between Florida and New York? I mean, he doesn't have power like that. He's last I heard he was on Love and Hip Hop or something like that. I saw a clip with one of his baby's mamas or ex-wife. Oh, she was talking about him reckless. Maybe he's just trying to get a bag. I ain't hating on that, Troll Babies, is he on Love and Hip Hop Miami or something like that? Trick Daddy? Does anybody give a damn? I mean, it's trending, and we touched it yesterday briefly during yesterday's show. Somebody said Trick Daddy was speaking facts. Okay, let's go. Tuesday night. Also on the screen, I got two showrunners. Give me a second here. I just pulled this one out of my ass. Who's the better rapper, Sheik Luch or Inspector Deck? Think about that for a second. I don't like to give my opinion too early because I don't want to sway the conversation. But I'm going to say Sheik Luch. That's my nigga. That's my nigga. I know Inspector Deck has had some legendary bars. A couple of rhyme quotables. A couple. But Sheik Luch is my guy. I saw him live, Madison Square Garden. Woo! And I saw the Wu-Tang Clan live. I think it was P. Diddy and the Family. Pepsi presents. Anyway, Sheik Luch, that's my guy. Also coming up a little bit later, not right now. I mean, unless you want to call in. Here's another showrunner for you. Does George Floyd deserve a statue? Let's have a rational conversation. And I'm a little conflicted because I have always been a person who says we have to promote the suffering. Yes? I've been saying that for decades, going back to my early days of radio. In March of 2000, I said, hey, they should have the Harlem Day Parade where, black men are naked in shackles. That would make more of an impact, more of a long-lasting effect. But I'm not so sure that George Floyd is the person that, should be leading that charge. Or maybe he's not leading a charge. Maybe he was just a guy who caught a bad one. I totally believe that the police officers, all of them, pieces of shit. Derek Chauvin, I hope he gets life in jail. I'm sure that won't happen, but I am not trying to in any way, shape, or form say that he was... they were wrong. Let me just say that. But George Floyd, Troll Babies, what do you think? Let me slow down before I say the wrong thing. Does he deserve a statue? They got a big-ass 700-pound bronze statue in Newark, New Jersey. And they've got a statue in Brooklyn. Is it Minnesota, where he died? Does he deserve a statue? And let's, of course we're going to have fun and, troll, but I would like to at least have some rational perspectives on this. I'm at a different place in time now, and I think that we need to see more prominent black figures, more engineers, economists, philosophers, people that have literally changed the landscape. Now, George Floyd, of course, again, he was wrongfully murdered. And things did go, things did get intense. But have we seen any new policies yet? That's my question. Have we seen any new policies? And who's behind this push? Is it the Democrats? Folks, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I usually vote conservative, pardon me. But I am an independent, for the record. I'm just not sure what the point of a George Floyd statue, what type of impact this will make with regards to, generations to come. He was killed in brutal fashion by a low-life piece of crap. And the other police officers, I hope they get similar convictions and sentences. But I just don't know if I want to see, and I know this is going to sound fucked up, I don't know if I want to see a statue of Gator from Do the Right Thing. Pardon me, that was fucked up. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Gator? Samuel L. Jackson, did a little dance when he was trying to get some money from Wesley Snipes. Nigga, you're out of pocket. If you saw the video footage of George Floyd, he was doing that little dance inside when he tried to flip the counterfeit bill. Come on. Lighten up. That's how I see him. That's Gator. We're putting statues of Gator up. What are we doing? Anyway, all right, let me get my nigga FBJ in here early, huh? Let's talk about Trick Daddy, huh? Now you know now. Oh. FBJ, is that you, sir?
Nigga, is we comparing George Floyd to Gator off of Jungle Fever? Is that what we doing tonight? Dog, we not putting up Gator statues from Sea to Shining.
Well, hang on. Was it Jungle Fever or Do the Right Thing? I forget.
It was Jungle Fever. It was Jungle Fever because remember Wesley Snipes was dating a white girl, and Halle Berry was Samuel Jackson's girlfriend. Remember, they were crackheads, and yeah.
Okay. I never really cared for Spike Lee's films. I think he's a racist. Okay, Jungle Fever. Troll Babies, is it Jungle Fever or Do the Right Thing? I forget. Yeah, man. But when I saw when George Floyd was doing that little dance inside the bodega, I thought of Gator. And I know that's fucked up, but what do you think? Can we start with you? Does George Floyd deserve a statue? Florida boy Jay.
I mean, if George Floyd gets a statue, why don't we go ahead and give Pookie from New Jack City a statue, and we can go ahead and give other famous drug addicts statues. If that's what you want to say. But personally, I don't think he should deserve a statue. I'm not saying George Floyd was a low life. I'm not calling him a bottom feeder, nothing like that. But he wasn't some type of saint who was changing the world He was just a nigga that got caught at the wrong place at the wrong time, and the beast dealt with him. That's what happened. But I guess they're trying to use him as a symbol of some type of struggle. We didn't get any laws passed. The George Floyd Act is a nothing burger. So nothing came from this besides some companies saying we're gonna look deeper into black issues and black topics. But nothing came out of it besides the Juneteenth holiday where white people get a day off. Nothing came from this George Floyd.
Now, hang on a second. Florida Boy Jay, how about we not address him as a nigga? How about we put a little more respect on his name? I mean, his family.
So put respect on his name because he.
Come on.
What do we put respect on his name for? I just want to know.
He was killed in brutal fashion. That was horrible the way he was killed. He was murdered. And I think that was, a spectacle that many people, including the young female who was right there, and I forget her name, but the significance of his death clearly should not be forgotten. But I just don't know about a statue. And listen, don't follow my lead, man. I want your own perspective. You're saying no statue?
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is the fact that they gave him a statue in a wife beater and dirty Levi jeans tells you what they think of George Floyd.
Okay.
They didn't put this man in a zoot suit and a top hat. They didn't put this man in his Sunday best. They put this man, they might as well put this man on in his boxers and some slides, some Crocs, and that dirty wife beater. And they had him sitting on the bench like a bum. They told you what they think of George Floyd. We allowed things like this for them to give us symbolic statues over actual tangible things that can prevent more George Floyd from happening. So no, all that is to me, when I see a George Floyd statue, I just see a white person put their point on the board, put their strike on the board.
Okay, take a breath, take a deep breath. I want to talk about some other things as well. Troll babies, good evening. How you guys doing? I have my contacts on tonight. Not that I'm going to be reading, the live chat, but good to see some of you up in there. Okay, it's been a while. Hold on a second. Let me just make sure everything is working here. Hi, Yashira. I got your donation. Thank you, darling. Yes, Yashira, go to Layla Will's YouTube channel because the fuckery has begun. Zulu Nation, hip hop's first gay family. I say again, Zulu Nation, hip hop's first gay family. Tonight she uploaded interview, well, part one of what is his name? The bodyguard, something Sharik, I forget his name. I interviewed all these people first. And I squeezed them for these interviews. They did not come to me. I literally had to pressure them, threaten to expose them, and that's why I got Ahmad Henderson, Lord Sharif, that's his name, Lord Sharif, and the rest of these people. They've all signed release forms. And if anybody's got some legal smoke, let me get that. Anyway, go to Layla Will's channel. She uploaded Lord Sharif, part one of his interview tonight. He's sitting there talking all that old gang shit from back in the days, which nobody gives a fuck about. But he does talk about Africa Bambaataa, a.k.a. Bam Dusky, his influence, and how younger males were attracted to him. And let me just say salute to the homie Sarnetta. Sarnetta, are you okay, black man? I'm going to shoot Sarnetta an email. Troll Babies, is Sarnetta okay? I'm being dead ass right now. He's said he's not feeling well. Let me say thank you to Sarnetta for promoting Layla Will's YouTube channel earlier. Sarnetta Studios, Black News 102. My beloved brother, Sarnetta. Thank you so much, Sarnetta, because Layla put a lot of work into those interviews. She was traveling, spending money, arguing with niggas. Me and Layla was arguing. And when you go over there, please, young lady, thank you for your donation. I forgot to say that. Send Layla a Cash App donation because she's got more footage to come. And, Zulu Nation, hip-hop's first gay family. And we're not mad at them. We're acknowledging their gayness and their rituals, their Illuminati stuff that they have done and what I believe that they still do. We'll just say that. Okay, but thank you for your donation. All right, FBJ, let's go back to you, sir. I want to take this very slow. You are in the not the 305. You are in the 904, Jacksonville. Yes, Trick Daddy.
Absolutely.
Talking hella reckless. Or is he speaking facts? Talking about Beyonce could never sing. You heard the audio from Clubhouse?
Yeah, I heard the audio from Clubhouse. And first of all, do you want me to directly read the quotes from what he said first before I give my opinion?
Please. Yeah.
Okay. So Trick Daddy came up and said pretty much, let me go ahead and said, Beyonce don't write music and barely can sing. Her mother effing self. He said, Beyonce can't sing. He also said, man, I watched my godmama train Beyonce's vocal lessons all her career. He said, I'm going to give it an unpopular opinion right now. Beyonce is to R&B what Jay-Z is to New York. Right. That's why they're together. Jay-Z ain't never won the greatest rapper alive. Whoever put him on that level like that. He added the New York needed a hero after Biggie died, and so people handed that title over to Jay-Z.
Yes. Now, I'm not trying to put a battery on your back, and I don't want you to feel obligated to jump out the window just because you're from Florida. But in your opinion, is Trick Daddy speaking facts? Is he out of pocket? Is he trying to keep his name out there? What say you, Florida boy Jay?
I feel like Trick Daddy is just speaking of. He's trying to be objective, but because he knows there's such like a threat or blacklisting threat, if you speak ill on Beyonce and Jay-Z's name, he adds more aggression and venom to it because I think he knows a lot of stuff that in the back channels that he may not be able to give us or let us be privy to. But I think he has this point. Like Beyonce is not a Stephanie Mills. She's not a Patti LaBelle. She's not a power singer like Whitney Houston. She can't float like a Mariah Carey. She's none of those women. But she's still an entertainer. She can still sing, but she's not a top-tier singer. Nobody even looks at her as some of the gospel singers of our time. She's not any of those. But she's a great singer. Damn. She's a great entertainer. Just like Michael Jackson wasn't the greatest musician alive or singer, but he was a great entertainer, just like Drake isn't the greatest rapper.
I had to shut this nigga's mic off. Sir, don't you ever in your black life disrespect Michael Jackson. Slow down. Michael Jackson.
I'm not.
No, sir. Michael Jackson was one of the greatest singers. Before he got the nose job and all that breathing and shit went left, he was blowing like a motherfucker all through the Motown years. Tearing down stages. Ben, the two of us need look no more. All that type of shit. Oh, the Christmas albums, the J5, he could sing his ass off. Slow it down. Now, let me ask you this. And who was the female that was with Trick Daddy? She was kicking dirt on Beyonce. Who was that in the Clubhouse room?
That was just another person on stage on Clubhouse. Trick Daddy, no disrespect to him, but he's not hosting rooms with 100, 200, 300 people in there in the mornings. That's us. He's in rooms of his camp having 30,
FBJ hating, pay attention.
20 to 19 people in there, and nobody's really listening to what he's saying. So I'm surprised.
Hang on.
Out of the 19
Florida boy, whoa, Florida boy Jay. Trick Daddy don't have to have 500 people in a room, 2,000 people in a room. Just like Star don't have to have 500,000 subscribers or 150,000 views per video. When I speak, niggas listen. He said what he said. He's trending. The game is upside down right now. Now, hang on a second. You and I have a conversation because I respect your opinion. Beyonce sings in other languages and all sorts of shit. I saw her up on one of them award shows maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and she was blowing some shit in either Italian or something. She got down for her crown. How dare you say she can't sing?
Well, I never said she can't sing. I said she is not of the highest peak of echelon singers, but she is still maybe in tier 2, but the rest of her artistry can make up for that to make her one of the greatest, if not the greatest female artists of all time. That's what I'm saying about a lot of your greatest people of all time aren't the best at one particular thing, but their body of work makes them the greatest.
All right, guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Florida Boy Jay's on the line with me. We're talking about Trick Daddy tonight, repping the 305. And can you confirm, Florida Boy Jay, before I come back to you, he and Trina, I think they do a morning radio show on Jam something somewhere.
Yeah, they do, down in Miami, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever heard the show?
Yeah, I've heard the show before here and there. They've had a few viral moments, especially last year when Trina was kind of anti-Black Lives Matter and got on her All Lives Matter speech, and Trick Daddy was trying to slow her down, but she wasn't trying to slow down at all. So yeah, I've heard some stuff. I'm down here.
Okay, hang on a second. Wet Diaper Sissy sends in a PayPal. Anyone need the link to George Floyd's sex tape? Hit my Cash App. Yeah, didn't he have a sex tape out, George Floyd? You ever seen that, FBJ? Not that I want to see that shit, but
I've never seen it, but they had links to Pornhub of his sex video with a white woman. Yeah.
Who are we giving statues to? Come on. Thank you, Wet Diaper Sissy. Dre at Grave Shift. Oh, he says, fuck a pimp cup. Get a plastic one. Pour some in that shit and go on and get it done. Are you quoting me from what I used to say back in what was that, 2005? That's a Chic Luch bar. Thank you, man. Rob, you want to call in, promote your platform? Hit me on email, man, so I can get you on the line. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was one of Chic Luch's lines. I forget which track that was from. Fuck a pimp cup. Get a plastic one. Pour some in that shit and go and get it done. Yeah, Chic Luch all day. Hey, Miss G, how are you? Thank you so much for your support, Miss G, okay? Florida Boy Jay, before I bring in other folks, in your opinion, sir, who's better, Chic Luch or Inspector Deck?
Sir, listen, I'm not even qualified to go that deep up in NYC hip hop. I'm not qualified to give anybody that type of answer, honestly.
Okay. I appreciate you, saying that, because some folks would have tried to, No,
I can't fake the funk. I got too much respect for niggas like Mass Slander and others to fake the funk, man. I can't even do that.
Nice. Again, folks, I'm a little conflicted here because, I'm a man of a certain age. I don't know if I want to go to a park and see Gator from Jungle Fever. What the fuck how is that going to help anything? Let's bring in another call here. Area code 315. Good evening. Taking it slow on a Tuesday evening. How are you? 315.
Yes, sir. I'm great, sir. Can you hear me all right?
It's a little crazy, but okay. What's cracking?
All right. Sorry about that. I don't got the Metro PCS or the cricket shit going on. Excuse my language. I know the algorithm, but I just saw the question, who's better, Chic Luch or Inspector Deck?
That's correct.
Chic Luch, hands down. Especially if you go back to 2003, that Walk With Me album. Everything on that is pain. I don't care who you are as a man. If you listen to that shit, something.
Sir, the next time you curse, I have to get you out of here. Please, come on.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. But like I said, you go back to that album, there's going to be something that, touches home base, gives you those goosebumps, that does what music's supposed to do.
Okay.
Just because you're going through it at the time, you just been through it, whatever it is. But
now, what about Inspector Deck? Are you a hip hop aficionado, historian? Some would say that Inspector Deck was one of the best, or is one of the best in Wu-Tang. What do you say to that?
Some would say that he was, ratting as well. I don't know. I mean,
Did you say ratting as in snitching? Where are you going?
That's correct.
Please elaborate, please.
As far as the womb,
Elaborate.
I like Jizza.
Tell us about the ratting thing. I'm not up to speed. What do you got?
I mean, I'm not necessarily sure. I mean, I don't know if Ronnie or that other dude, JDS or whatever his name is on the phone. Maybe they can look it up. But, you know, I'm not necessarily sure, man. I can't recall, but I definitely did hear about that. But that also brings up another thing.
Well, hang on, sir. If you cannot back up what you're saying.
How come
Whoa, sir. You can't just spit something out there and then not have a source and then move on to another topic. To say someone's a rat or a snitch, that's really low. Well, what are you talking about?
No, that's for sure. But I remember seeing something. I remember watching something back in the day on it. You know, listen, man.
Well, hang on. I'm not rushing you off the phone. Who? When you talk about Inspector Deck, what are you talking about? Ratting? FBJ, jump in here. What's this man talking about? Can somebody Google? You're ratting.
Somebody Google it.
Well, how about you Google it? You said it, goddammit. How about you Google it? You said it.
How about I Google? I'm on speakerphone driving right now. Can somebody
Let's get his clown ass up? I don't like that, man. It's like that high school thing. Yeah, somebody said. Come on. This is the objective perspective. Get out of here with that, man. Darryl, I got your donation. Thank you so much. He says, are you doing meet and greets in Chicago? No, Darryl, I'm going to meet with law enforcement. I'm dead ass. I'm going to Chicago to meet with law enforcement. And right now, that trip is tentative. If they're not available, then I'm going to go make another stop. But I'm going to be on the road Saturday. Thank you for your donation. Thank you so much. Hold on a second. How do I say this name? Someone says, get off my line. Okay, that's from last night's show. Akfad. Thank you, Akfad, for your donation. Elliot. Elliot says, get off my line, too. Hey, salute to the guy from last night. He left a comment in yesterday's rebroadcast. Sir, thank you for your donation, first and foremost. And yeah, listen, I'm me, you know, and I'm not a comedian. I don't tell jokes. There's nothing funny about me. I'm the hard pill to swallow. But I got this thing, man, against people from the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area. Yo, I never got paid. Fuck out of here with that shit. But thank you, man, for your donation last night, and he's in the comments as well. Thank you, sir. T3, the polar bear. Respectfully, it's polar. Okay. Did you send me an email? Said you want to have a private phone conversation. Okay, but hit the Cash App, man. Let's make that happen, homie. Okay, let's talk that business, man. Alfred, I got your donation. Thank you, Alfred. Hold on, guys. Keep it real. What happened between you and Trick? Hashtag tip drill. Oh man, you know, Trick Daddy was one of my best interviews on Hot 97. I think it was 2002. We were talking about him and Uncle Luke setting bitches on fire. Great interview. Years later, 2005, I think it was, I'm on Power 105. Somebody from his team comes upstairs talking crazy. Now, I never saw Trick Daddy in 2005. We never locked eyes. We never had an argument. But somebody, and some goofy-ass guy from Atlantic Records, I forget his name, they were arguing with my homie, and they never came upstairs, or they were trying to come upstairs, and there was some commotion, and the interview never happened. That's what happened. Al, I appreciate your donation as always, man. So we never even saw each other in 2005, and I felt kind of bad because the interview from 2002 was so legendary. But I mean, I'm not gonna bend and I'm not gonna fold to some bozo at Atlantic Records. It was the guy at Atlantic Records before. I forget his name. Daryl or Derek or something. I forget his name. He was on some goofy shit. And if I ever see Trick Daddy, man, I would stick out my hand to shake his hand because I'm not one of those types of people who holds a grudge over some petty shit. But we never saw each other in 2005. Again, he was downstairs, and they had some tension about him coming upstairs, and I think it was security. I don't know. But thank you, Al, for your donation, man. Let me go to Erdna. I got your donation. Thank you, Erdna. Okay. Mark, LLC. George Floyd's statue is for all the niggas wearing slides. And you know what? You may have a point, and maybe that's why the statue is being accepted across the board. Thank you for your donation. Let's go to area code 415. Good evening. Are you there? 415, Tuesday, late night show. We're talking about a few things. Are you there? 415.
What's up? What's up, Star?
Hey, how are you, sir?
Hello. Good. I'm calling from San Diego. This is my first time calling.
Okay. It's cracking, man.
I wanted to give you a little bit of information on Maul and the connections he had from the Joe Budden podcast. I know it was a couple shows ago.
Well, sir, we don't really go backwards. I mean, if you approach the trending topic first, I may then go backwards. Right now, we're talking about Trick Daddy, talking crazy up on Clubhouse. Are you up to speed?
Yes, I saw.
You heard the audio. You heard it. You heard the audio.
Yes, I heard it. Trick Daddy needs to sit his crack-headed ass down. I ain't trying to hear anything.
Well, sir, we don't know if he smokes crack. Let's slow down. I mean, he has been caught with coke, but I don't want to disrespect the man. Did you hear what he said? Seriously. Don't just say, yeah.
No, seriously, I heard what he said. I think he was just hating. He don't got the money they got. He just hating. Okay. He's a lame.
Good point. Come on.
That's how I feel. Like, even if Jay-Z is a whole ass nigga, that's how I feel. Jay-Z is a whole ass nigga. I'm not finna hate because he got more money than me.
Are you a rapper yourself, a producer, or something in the industry per se?
No, right now I'm studying for IT.
Good for you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, so the next topic, hang on a second. Who's the better rapper or who's more lyrically skilled, Sheik Luch or Inspector Deck? Or do you even care?
I don't care about none of them niggas. What?
Okay. All right. Now, you want to go backwards? I'll give you 30 seconds. Something with Maul, Rory from the Joe Budden podcast. What do you got?
Yeah.
What do you got?
So, I don't know if you know, because you were asking what connections Maul had. So, Maul, he is related to Biggs. The Biggs from Rockefeller. That's his brother.
Let's get this goofy nigga up out of here. This nigga trying to go all the way back. We know that, nigga. What's he going to tell us next, Florida Boy Jay, that Maul and Rory are doing a deal with Kevin Durant? We know that, too. Fuck.
Nah, he was going to tell us next that Joe Budden was about to lose his Spotify deal.
Facts. Hey,
nigga must have just got out the pen.
Yeah, 214. Good evening. Are you there? 214. Trick Daddy talking greasy. Are you up to speed? 214.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Maybe. Good evening, sir.
Yes. Hey, how you doing, sir?
We're doing. Let's get to it, sir. Let's get to it.
I was calling in to, I don't give a fuck about that Trick Daddy.
How about we just get you out of here fast? Please, folks, this is not the show where you just call in blasting profanity. Let's all get an understanding here. I can do this by myself. Don't follow my lead. The YouTube algorithm is not playing the profanity game just because you call into my show. Hang on a second. Sophisticated ignorance sends in a cash app. Hell no. George Floyd is the reason all black men will have to carry the stigma and label of career criminals. Ooh. Okay. You know, again, I'm conflicted. I don't think it's necessarily the right thing. A statue for George Floyd. I would rather see statues of again, young economists. There was some young females in Africa. I forget when this was, 2012 or 2013. They created a generator that runs on urine. Now, we've spoken about this before. Pardon me for not remembering. Some young girls in Africa created a generator that runs on urine. Give them a statue. Let's go to area code 347. Good evening. Are you there on a Tuesday night? 347. Are you there? Yes, no, maybe? Are you listening in? I can do 908.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening, sir. Are you there? Are you speaking up?
Yeah, I'm here. From the place 51.
347. You have the floor, sir. You have the floor, sir. Okay. I think Brooklyn Giggles just checked in. Hang on a second. Let's get 347 out of here.
Brooklyn Giggles on the check-in. What's going on, my nigga?
Hey, man, how are you? Good to hear from you. What's cracking?
I'm good, man. Just enjoying this day off from work, man. How you been?
Well, good, man. Trick Daddy talking crazy, or do you think he's got some points? Talking about Jay-Z, king of hip-hop by default. Beyoncé could never sing.
Honestly speaking, man, Trick Daddy, he's off his meds. I don't know what's going on with him. Beyonce, respect that woman. That's the queen. Ain't nobody at her level at this point. Sorry, Whitney Houston is dead. Ain't nobody competing with Beyonce right now. Sorry. I don't know what he was thinking. Now his business is getting, his restaurant's getting bad ratings by the Beehive. Yeah, he's messing up.
Trick Daddy's ex-wife, who's Trina's cousin, if I'm not mistaken, FBJ, correct me if I'm wrong, she says that's not Trick Daddy's restaurant. That's his manager's restaurant. She said he's capping. Go ahead, sir.
I mean, that was a report that I saw in Shade Room. But listen, man, everybody has the right to have their own opinion. A lot of people that choose to hate on Beyonce, they tend to get the end of the stick. Keisha Cole hate on Beyonce. Look where her career went. What's her name? That artist. I can't remember her name.
You mean Carrie Hilson?
That went at Beyonce.
Carrie Hilson.
Thank you, Floorboy Jack. Carrie Hilson, who denied it at first that she was coming at Beyonce.
Yeah.
And then her career ended up going made like a quick left.
Right.
Boom. And the Beehive, they gave her hell for years, to the point where I thought she was going to seek out therapy, because they really tried to destroy that woman. Even Beyonce. Not even Beyonce, but Jay-Z tried to play Carrie Hilson at one award show when she presented, I think it was the American Music Award, and she presented some achievement award to Jay-Z. And I remember how Hov took that trophy, but didn't even acknowledge her.
Okay.
So you gotta be careful when you come at you gotta be careful when you come at Hov and Beyonce, aka Sasha Fierce. You gotta be careful when you come at them.
Okay. Brooklyn Giggles, who's the better rapper, Sheik Luch or Inspector Deck, sir, in your opinion?
Sheik Luch all the way. I can't even name you a song from Inspector Deck. I'm sorry. Yes. Wu-Tang Clan, yeah, I get he was a Wu-Tang. I get all that, but Sheik Luch, I know his resume with the locks. You know what I mean? With Jada, Rough Riders. I'm sorry, Sheik Luke all the way. All the way.
Can you pronounce his last name again? Sheik what?
Excuse me?
Say his last name again.
What, Sheik Luke?
Let's get him out of here.
You think he said Luke?
Yeah.
What the hell, dog? These niggas is tripping, bro.
Folks, I don't mind. I don't mind slowing it down and letting you hang yourself. He said Sheik Luke. Oh, Sheik Lug. He didn't say Luch. Anyway, hold on a second. Hey, Tyra, I got your donation. Trick Daddy's smoking kitty litter. Kevin, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. He says, for the machine. vulgar-vegan.com. I say again, vulgar-vegan.com. Thank you so much, man, for your support, okay? Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg, thank you. Richardson 3787, thank you. Azura Black, thank you for your donation. Luke Haney, he says, Chic is nice. Inspector Deck is better. Okay, yeah, I want to hear somebody who knows Inspector Deck's bars. Come on. Don't just talk about, Chic Luch and the locks, the radio tracks. If you know hip-hop, then come on, just talk hip-hop to me tonight. Gene, I got your donation. Thank you so much. And one more before we go back to the phone lines here. Javon. Okay, did I just speak to you, Javon? I spoke to somebody, area code 415. Was that you with all the profanity? Come on, but we're not doing that. Understand that YouTube is where the bag is. You're not just going to get up on here and say anything, however, whenever. I'm a proud content creator. This is where the bag is. You're not going to jeopardize my bag just because you want to call in and keep it real. Let's go to area code 305. 305 on the check-in. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 305. Are you there?
Yeah, hello.
I got you. Good evening. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you talking about Trick Daddy and Jay-Z, right?
Yes, sir. Now listen. You're from the 305. I want to hear you. But do not use profanity.
Yeah, I'm from Miami.
Or we're cutting you off. No profanity or we're cutting you off. All right?
Okay. I got you.
Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, I'm from Miami, man. You hear me?
Sound like it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm from Miami, dog. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. It's like down here, bro, we really ain't listening to Jay-Z like that. Like everybody, I guess, y'all don't understand how back in the day, music was really regional. You feel what I'm saying? Especially without the internet.
Right.
You feel me? Like we listen to like Master P was our Jay-Z. Honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Now here, Master P is like what Jay-Z is to the north and whatever. That's what Master P is. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Trick Daddy, man, that's like Trick Daddy is like our uncle, man. Everybody got that crazy uncle who just say crazy stuff. We just respect it. You feel what I'm saying? Unc raised us, especially in the South. Like we wasn't raised on Jay-Z. With the Beyoncé thing, it's like this not my first time hearing. For even females, used to say Beyonce not a great singer. You feel what I'm saying? She remind me of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson wasn't the best singer, but overall as a talent, he had the whole package. But he wasn't the best singer on the planet.
Sir, how old are you? With all due respect, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay, now listen. Michael Jackson in the late 60s and the 70s was a hell of a singer. After he got the nose job, he had some breathing conditions. So the 80s,
He couldn't sing. I'm just saying.
No, sir. He could sing. As I just said to you, he was a hell of a singer. But when the 80s came around, he started cutting up his face. That's when he lost it. But anyway, okay. So now, with regards to what Trick Daddy said, did you hear the audio from Clubhouse? I need you, man. Come on, you're from the 305.
Yeah, I heard it, man. I heard it.
Do you agree with Trick Daddy?
What you asking me?
Do you agree with him?
Well, with the Jay-Z or the singing?
Well, either or. Trick Daddy said what he said, and then he doubled down. I saw him doing an interview on his radio
That's
show.
what I'm saying.
He
Like,
doubled
Beyonce,
down.
like, what is we? Okay, I kind of agree with him though. Like, I love Beyonce. Everybody know Beyonce is to the game and to our culture. We all know that.
Okay.
But at the same time, like, what is we comparing her singing to? Like, if you compare her to Whitney Houston, like who's our greatest vocalist? You know what I'm saying? And then y'all compare her to that. It's not even close. Be real. Like Beyonce, the song "Dangerously in Love," she was singing her tail off, right? But who is we comparing her to? She like, if we compare her to our greatest singers, come on, man, be real. Like from 1 through 10, if Whitney Houston is a 10, what do you? I'm gonna ask you, Star. If Whitney Houston is a 9 or 10, what do you give Beyonce 1 through 10 as a singer?
You know, that's a hard question, but I'm going to entertain it because you have not been using profanity, and I appreciate you, not crossing that line.
Yeah, it's all love, my brother. All right, yeah.
Please don't call me a brother. I don't like that. Whitney Houston is from New Jersey, like myself, so I'm always going to be biased. But
she's a 10.
Well, hang on, no. Whitney Houston in the 80s, ooh. Could nobody touch her.
Feel me?
Everybody lived in her shadow. Phyllis Hyman, Vesta Williams, Chaka Khan.
Yeah.
She was hang on. She was even crushing Patti LaBelle when it came to sales. When the 90s came around, she started smoking Lovely and she lost it.
Lord.
But she was the queen for a while. But go ahead, I'll let you finish up.
I'm just saying, if her vocals when she was the top of her game, she's a 10. What would you rank Beyonce? I'm asking you. 1 through 10, 10. Gotta be
Top of her game, a 10.
Huh?
Top of her game, a 10. Whitney Houston, yes.
Beyonce, her vocals is a 10.
I respect Beyonce. I'll give Beyonce a 9. Give her a 9.
Okay, that's okay. That's cool. That's cool. But people just like she got the overall game. You know what I'm saying? She like the LeBron. You know what I'm saying? She got all. You know what I'm saying? The overall game.
Gotcha.
But
hang on a second, FBJ. This man's from the 305. Any questions, or do we let the man finish up? Florida boy Jay.
I think he's saying everything that I'm pretty much saying. Like she can't hold a note to the Clark sisters. She can't hold a note to some of the best singers like in the game. She ain't no Shirley Caesar. She's not on that level. And when
it's not wrong, Mike, there's nothing wrong with saying that. You feel that like it's a crime.
Exactly. And then every what he said about Mike, me and him, we're not disrespecting Michael Jackson at all. We're not. I don't even think me and him were trying to say he wasn't the best singer of all time. But I know you have your Marvin Gaye's, you got your Sam Cooks. You got other people in that realm, but
we know who
Michael Jackson is. Michael Jackson's artistry, Beyonce's artistry.
Yeah.
That's what me and him are referring to. So we're not disrespecting Mike. We know Mike is the GOAT. We're just saying, just like Michael Jordan, he's a great shooter, but niggas gonna say Steph Curry got the best shot, but he's not the greatest.
You feel me? There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
I'm right there at 305. I'm right there with you, 305.
Gotcha. All right, sir, you said Master P was your god once upon a time. That's what you said? What did you say about Master P? President? What did you say?
I said Master P was our Jay-Z. It still is our Jay-Z in the South. You feel what I'm saying?
Can you spit a few bars from Bout It?
That's all I was saying.
Can you spit a few bars from Bout It before you go?
Say that again?
Can you spit a few bars from Bout It? Bout it. You know we bout it.
Lord. Hey, man, I'm a rapper myself, man. I can spit my own bars, man.
No, sir. I want to hear Bout It by Master P.
Show you, man. I'm a rapper, man. I love you, man.
So you can't give us no Master P bars from Bout It?
No, man. Come on. I feel like you just playing with me now. Have all the songs. You gonna talk about it. Come on, man.
Well, go ahead. Okay, go ahead and spit your bars. You've been a good sport. Spit your bars, please. Come on.
Yeah. All right. When I was 2, my father committed suicide. 1 shot changed my life to the head, no ice. The devil grabbed his neck. Sometimes I feel him next. The world keep me cool while Satan trying to make me sweat. Embrace your dream. Don't let nobody take it from you. Stay ahead of the game and watch them hate up on you. All right, that's a little. You feel me?
Hey, man, salute to you. You didn't have to use profanity, man. Salute to you. Thank you so much.
Hey, one more thing, man. I just got on the heart transplant list yesterday, man. That's why I'm happy. I always watch the show. Let me just call one time. See
salute.
What's up.
Thank you,
So,
man.
appreciate you, man. I watch you when I'm in the hospital, man.
Well, hang on. So you're going to get a heart transplant? Wow, when?
Yeah, I just got on the list yesterday.
Oh, man.
You just finally put me on.
Congratulations. And you how old
Yeah,
again?
man.
You 30?
30. Yeah,
Man.
30.
I'm gonna send
Yeah, so
you.
thank you, man.
Send you positive energy. I mean, I can't pray for you because I'm an atheist, but I'm gonna send you positive energy, man. Salute to you.
There's only one. As he knows, there's only one. You know, whoever that one is only one. I don't know who. You know
Salute,
what I'm saying?
Man. Salute.
It's the energy, like you said.
Thank you, man. Take care.
All right.
I wish you the best.
Look me up, man. Johnny Sawyer, man. Johnny Sawyer, man.
Okay.
Y'all look me up.
Stay in touch, man. Johnny, thank you, man.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Yes, sir. Wow. Heart transplant list. Whew, FBJ, you there? Man.
Hey, I'm right here, man. We had a little Florida takeover right there, man. Prayers up to the man, dog.
Ooh.
For real. Appreciate that call.
Wow. Folks, in case you're just now joining us, we're talking about a few things here tonight. And I also want to put on the screen, does George Floyd deserve a statue? There's a 700-pound bronze statue that they just put up, a couple of days ago in Newark, New Jersey, City Hall. And there's also a statue in Brooklyn, Minnesota, which is where he was killed. What do you think? Does George Floyd deserve a statue? I'm trying to be objective and fair. We're also talking about Trick Daddy, who has gone viral, a Clubhouse conversation with some people. And he was talking hella reckless about Beyoncé, says she can't sing. What did he say? His godmother, Florida Boy Jay, has been giving her singing lessons for years, and she could never sing. Is that what he said?
His godmother, and I feel like he low-key snitched on his godmother because she could be fired from her job now. Because maybe she was giving him information that he wasn't supposed to let loose, and that probably, maybe shaped how he thinks about Beyonce's vocals. So I think that was kind of out of bounds for him to throw his godmom in the mix like that.
Right.
That was kind of messed up.
Right. Do you have any idea who the people were on the Clubhouse, line with him on the call? Any idea? Did you do any research on that or no?
Yeah, no, and I'm not disrespecting anybody on that stage, but I'm just telling you, they're just people on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
It's not like he had any radio execs of like any big wigs. It was just people on Clubhouse co-signing what he was saying. That was it.
I'm just trying to get some names, man. If you come up with some names, let me know, okay?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. Javon, I think I spoke to you, area code 415. I looked for you in the queue. I do not see you in the queue. Hold on a second, guys. Let me try area code 984. Good evening, 984. We're talking about Trick Daddy, talking reckless. And does George Floyd deserve a statue? Are you there? 984.
Vaughn, I think I spoke to you.
Can you pick it up? Can you pick it up? No? Yes, maybe? Okay. There's too much going on in the background. Spring in area code 610.
Vaughn, I think I spoke to you. Can you pick it up?
Give me a second. It's been a long day, folks. I was putting stuff in storage, getting ready for my trip. I've got a few stops to make. Are you there? 610. Good evening. 610.
Yo.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yo.
Yo.
Yo. Yo, so between Sheik Luch and Inspector Deck, I'm going to go with Deck, and I'm going to tell you why. You ready?
Please, because all these people have been calling in just saying Sheik Luch, and they're talking about songs on the radio. Can you break it down, please?
All right. This is why I'd go with Deck. You ready?
Please.
Abomatomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these mockeries. Lyrics form armed robbery, flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me. Battle-scarred shogun, explosion where my pen hits tremendous. Ultraviolet shine blind forensics. I inspect you through the future, see millennium. Killer B sold 50 gold, 60 platinum. Shackling the masses with drastic rap tactics. Graphic displays melt the steels like blacksmiths. Black blue jackets, Queen Bees ease the guns in. Rumble with patrolmen, kids, son. That right there is where go with deck. Chic Luch sounds like some shit that you would, a holster.
You're doing great, but just stop with the profanity. You're doing great. You don't need to curse.
Okay, got you.
Come on.
But what is a chic Luch? Chic, you know what I'm saying? That sounds like a holster you would put on your thigh for your testicles.
Well, listen,
like some loincloth.
Usually I go to according to hip hop on Instagram, but tonight I pulled that one just out of the sky, and I said, let me see if anybody knows Inspector Deck bars. He's had some really hard bars, but I can't say I've ever been like a Wu-Tang headlight or a Wu head. Just I respect what they've done.
No.
I've met all those guys, great guys, but I can't.
You smoke dust with them?
No, never that.
Gotta ask.
But great guys. Oh, and you know who I did also form a relationship with? Well, actually, I won't say his name right now. But great guys.
No, go ahead. No. Sorry, you have to.
Shaheem is a great human being. He used to come on my show right before he did that long stretch. I think it was like 2010. And he had a track I used to play on my one of my internet shows called The Dust Juice. You ever heard that?
No, but I'm going to have to check it out.
Crazy. I used to love that song, The Dust Juice. Anyway. Well, hey, man, thank you for, spitting those Inspector Deck bars. Any thoughts on does George Floyd deserve a statue? Any thoughts?
No, man, no statue.
Okay.
No statue. Let's just leave it at that. No statue.
Thank you, man. Have a good one. Thank you.
Yeah, God bless America.
Yeah,
yes, and our troops.
Exactly.
Yep.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, FBJ, I'm gonna finish up with you, man, because I'm getting backed up on Cash App and Super Chat. I gotta zoom through this stuff, man, and I gotta get up early tomorrow again and do some put some more stuff in storage. What else you want to mention, man, or talk about before we wrap it up?
Yeah, man. Just to clear it up too, man. Like I said, I'm one of the biggest Michael Jackson fans, informationalists. I would sit there and I watched a 2-hour Bad documentary like 2 weeks ago. I'm never disrespecting Michael Jackson. I want that to be known. And so when that whole Survive Michael Jackson documentary came out, I was arguing in rooms full of my friends just to be vindicated, man. I stick up for Mike when it's not even cool to be sticking up for Mike. That's the generation I came up in. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, Perspectives and Facts podcast, episode 14. You're going to have to deal with it. It is out right now. It is in my hyperlink on my Instagram, high_life93. It's in my hyperlink also on Twitter.
I'm sorry. Actually, you know what, man? I can't rush you up the line just yet. Is there any basketball on tonight? And I want you to talk about the Hawks. They play tomorrow with the Bucks, yes? Can we talk about that before you go?
Yeah, right now it is the fourth quarter of the Suns and Clippers. And last time I checked, I'm walking back in here because I was just smoking a blunt.
Okay.
The score right now is 81 Phoenix, 77 LA Clippers. 9 minutes and 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cameron Payne is backing up for Chris Paul, but he has came through. I think he has about 20 points right now. He just pulled up for a three, missed the shot. They have a 1-game lead because it is game 2. Phoenix has a 1-game lead. It's game 2. Okay. They are resting Chris Paul. They're hoping Chris Paul can come out for game 3, especially if the Suns win game 2 tonight and go back to LA for game 3 and they insert Chris Paul in the lineup. They might be sweeping the Clippers on the way to the finals, and the Atlanta Hawks do play the Milwaukee Bucks tomorrow, game 1 in Milwaukee. You have Giannis Antetokounmpo versus Trae Young. That's going to be a big game, but the thing that everyone wants to know is how are they going to stop Giannis? They do not have anybody on that defensive end to stop Giannis from getting to the basket. So watch for him to average high 30s and 40 points a game. And
now, hang on a second. Has everybody been wrong thus far about the Hawks? Because they were not even expected to get past the New York Knicks. Has everybody been wrong thus far?
Yeah, everybody's been wrong about everything when it came to the playoffs, the narratives. People were trying to say LeBron was
No, hang on. I'm talking about the Hawks. Never mind LeBron.
Yeah, the Hawks.
Yeah. Everybody has been
I'm
wrong
sorry.
thus far.
Yeah. Everybody had the Hawks wrong. Everybody had the Hawks as an afterthought in the Eastern Conference.
Hang on a second. Salute to CP from Knicks Fan TV. I think he either changed his number or he has ghosted me. I text him with my brand new number. No response. Troll Baby says, CP from Knicks Fan TV changed his number, or has he gone into hiding since the Knicks got washed by the Hawks? Maybe he's
there's not one.
Maybe he's just curving me. I don't hear from that hating ass nigga star. I'm sorry. You were saying? Go ahead. You were saying?
All I was saying, when it comes to the Nets, the Sixers, the Bucks, the Knicks, the Heat, the Celtics, I just named you 6-7 teams that the Knicks, 6-7 teams that people had taken more serious than the Hawks. The Hawks, nobody took them serious.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear anybody come on this line or anybody outside of the 44 area code to call in or get on any type of live stream sports related and say they called this Hawk situation.
Right.
Because nobody did.
Nobody saw this. Nobody saw this, and I have to say I'm paying attention to them now more so than ever. I'm going to try and watch the game tomorrow night. Florida Boy Jay, good to talk to you, man. Thank you. Keep me up to speed on Trick Daddy if he says anything else crazy. I hope he does tomorrow, you know?
Absolutely. Perspectives Facts Podcast. You guys have a great night. Episode 14 out right now. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Okay. Florida Boy Jay signing off. Yeah, Troll Babies, what's going on with CP and Knicks Fan TV? I text him my brand new number, no response. Now, I'm sure his platform is still going strong. Great information. Salute to him and his whole team. Curved the F out of me. Tell him I said what's up if you talk to him. All right, let me get back to our Cash App and Super Chat. Mark, let me just say Mac, pardon me, Mac. Star you, Chico DeBarge looking ass nigga. We coming for all the Hilfiger and ammo. It's on site. We got guns to cripple sons. Ooh, okay. Spitting those Prodigy bars. We got guns to cripple sons. Okay. Speaking of the DeBarge, I never liked them. I'm going to keep it real with you in the 80s. And it was really kind of hard to see that the older brother, Bobby, who was in the group Switch. Anybody in the live chat, before I go too far back, anybody see the story of Switch? El DeBarge and Chico DeBarge's older brother. He was the one that they all say he was super, super talented. The band Switch, late 70s, early 80s. No, I'm not hating on DeBarge. I wasn't into them. They were just too, I don't know, goofy. I interviewed Chico early 2000. Nice guy, but the documentary on the band Switch, it was hard to watch Bobby DeBarge. He was going into the gay bars and all that sort of jazz. Yeah, he was out there, and then he contracted HIV in the penitentiary. But he's a great singer. Just want to say it. Anyway, I'm sorry. Thank you, Mac, for your donation. Sophisticated Ignorance. Okay, I got your donation. Wet Diaper Sissy, thank you. Drayet Graves, Shift. Miss G, 100 Acre Woods. Big Aki. Okay, I think that's an old one. Thank you, Big Aki. Okay. Let me go back to cash. Rory got your donation. Thank you, Rory. Rory, I'm going to be in New York next month. Let's see if we can break bread. Yeah, if you want to, Rory, don't force yourself. Jacob, I got your donation. Richardson, I got your donation. Thank you. Gregory, thank you. Wesley, got your donation. Is it Evan? Hey, Evan, how are you? Are you on the line? 317. Let me see if I can find Evan. Good evening, Evan. Are you there? Evan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here, boss. How you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. Trick Daddy, talking reckless or speaking facts? What say you?
Man, like he said, it's an opinion, but I always said if you've got an opinion and it's wrong, is it still an opinion?
It's your opinion. It's your opinion.
Yes, but I mean, if Beyonce can't sing, then we might as well say 90% of the women in the industry. I mean, nobody can sing. I mean, come on now.
He sounded like he was hating. It sounded excessive. I'll be honest with you. You know, I don't know if it's due to his position in life. He does have, is it lupus? He's not feeling well. And I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to clown him.
Fuck the lupus. That nigga's on hard drugs.
Sir, can you pull back on the profanity? I want to have a good conversation. You spent money. Let's pull back on the profanity.
You're right.
Okay, so he said what he said. Beyonce could never sing. Does he have a point? Or is she just the default person over the years?
No, I think she can absolutely sing. And everybody knows she did used to write. She's written some hits, written some hits, I should say. Mm-hmm. I think at a certain level, these people start, you know what I mean, they got too much going on, and they start, you know, like how Drake do. Yeah. They get a little camp, they start shopping around, and then they put their name on it. Mm-hmm. Oh. But Beyonce is definitely talented. I mean, come on. I mean, Jesus.
I think so, too.
What are we doing? She's the female Michael Jackson.
I don't know about that. I
don't know any other female that can go all around the country like the way she's doing it. I mean, in our genre. I mean, I ain't talking about Celine Dion and all them, you know, the big noses. But in our genre, she's the only one that can go to Africa, to places that we ain't never even thought about going and sell out and have people crying.
Well, I'm not trying to take anything away from her talent. Clearly talented. But just because social media and other avenues are there to allow someone to be promoted and machines get behind them does not mean that they are the quote-unquote best. There's other singers. I mean, if I had to put my mind to it, I could say, hey, you know, I think this person sings a certain song better than Beyonce. But clearly she is talented. I don't think Trick Daddy was...
Now, Star, if he would have said Mary J. Blige...
No.
Then he might have had something. Then he might have been on to something.
Oh, okay. If Trick Daddy would have said she could never sing, yes, you're right. Yeah.
But Beyonce, I can't rock with him on that one. Yeah. And I also wanted to say, you said something about George Floyd having a statue. If Prince don't have a statue out there, then nah, George Floyd ain't getting no statue.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. If Prince,
I'd give Carl Anthony Townsend a statue before I give it to George.
Hang on a second. Does Prince have a statue in Minnesota?
I have no idea, but ain't nobody from Minnesota bigger than Prince, period.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
That man could have got that man could have got shot in the forehead by the police on tape, and he would be bigger than Prince.
Now, hang on a second, because we were talking R&B singers here, and I like Beyonce, some of her music. I can't say I know her entire catalog. I saw Mary J. Blige in concert. I thought she was horrible, and this was on the Seagram's tour, like maybe 7 or 8 years ago, Radio City Music Hall. It's horrible.
Yeah, Mary J. Blige ain't a singer, but she got that voice. You feel her though. It's almost like I compare it to the rappers that say words wrong. You know, them country rappers that say words wrong. Yeah. but we feel it. We feel the grittiness, the griminess in it, the authenticness in it. That's what Mary J. Blige is. Beyonce is a superstar. Beyonce is an alien.
I would say Mariah Carey's a better singer than Beyonce.
That's the only competition I would see is her, but she didn't lost her voice. I see it from what I've seen. But I would give it to 80s, 90s Mariah. She's the only one that got more hits. Everybody talks about the Whitney. I think she'll blow Whitney out the water. And I think Beyonce is Mariah is the only competition for each other.
This may sound crazy. Do you know who I prefer over Beyonce, even though she's not on Beyonce's level right now? SZA.
Talk to me.
SZA.
Hey, I've heard that, and I've heard Rihanna. I've heard the young girl say Rihanna will be Beyonce, but I just can't rock with that because Rihanna.
Not Rihanna.
They got songs in Spanish, for God's sake.
Not Rihanna, but SZA. I think SZA could hang with Beyonce. But hey, man, I thank you for your donation.
Hit for hit. Beyonce got hits from the early '90s.
No.
Late '90s.
I'm not saying hit for hit. I'm saying vocally. I think SZA can hang with Beyonce.
Shoot, I said Kelly Price would kill them both. Kelly Price is one of my favorite voices.
Okay.
But I appreciate you for your time.
Thank you, man.
You can wrap it up. I'm on vacation out here in Myrtle Beach tonight. I'm chilling here till Friday, but I love your show, man. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, he's got a great point. Kelly Price. She's not easy on the eyes. No, I was going to ask you guys a couple of names out there. How about we do this, troll babies? Let me throw a couple of R&B singers out there. See what you think. Hanging with Beyonce. Ciara? Yes, no, maybe? Faith Evans? Ariana Grande? What about Adele? I think Adele is horrible live. She's pitchy. She can't find her pitch. I've seen her literally, and I'm sure you guys remember as well, 2 award shows. One of them, she had to stop. It was some type of tribute to George Michael. And she said, no, stop, wait. I have to do it right for him. I have to do it right. She was off key. Jasmine Sullivan, can she hang with Beyonce? Florida boy Jay said Jennifer Hudson. Wait a minute. Now, she doesn't have the catalog, but what about Fantasia? I think Fantasia still could smoke Beyonce's boots. Bar for bar. Am I crazy? Okay, that's it. We're done with that conversation. I'm going to finish up here tonight, guys. Who's the better rapper? Sheik Luch or Inspector Deck? Evan, I got your donation. Thank you again, sir. Omar, thank you so much. Omar said, Michael Jackson, not one of the best? ? Who are these niggas? Yeah, man, Mike, when the 80s came around, Michael Jackson got into more dancing because of the arena shows that became more popular. Coming out of the heavy metal area, going into the heavy metal area, arena shows became more of a thing. And I think that Michael Jackson made the adjustments with his voice for those huge arenas. You had a lot of rock and rollers that used to speak about that. The heavy metal guys, they just say, well, we write songs so that, we can perform them in those big arenas. Ronnie James Dio, probably one of my top 3 favorite rock and roll vocalists ever. He could perform what he performed vocally in front of an audience, huge arena, what he also did in the studio. But he was one of few. Theo, I got your donation. Academics said he wants to fight WAC 100 for charity. Can you send me a link, Theo? Are you trolling? Okay. I can see academics saying that. The D, are you there? Area code 862, the D. Let's see if I can find you. Good evening. The D, are you there?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah, Brock Diamond in the building.
Hey.
What up, Star?
What's cracking, man? Your phone sounds a little echoey. Oh, you're on speakerphone? You're on speakerphone? Can you come a little closer?
Nah, I ain't got you on speaker, big bro.
What's happening, man? Talking about a few
You
things.
can hear me better now?
Yeah. Who's better, Sheik Luch or Inspector Deck, sir? Let's get right to it.
I don't really got an opinion on them. You know, I'm from Newark, so you know I got to go with Sheik and the Locks.
Okay.
That's all I listen to. I don't really know Inspector Deck, but I did think of a verses though. Jaheim and Life. You know, Jaheim from Newark. You know, Life from wherever he's from. I think that'd be dope.
Well, hang on, sir. Whoa. Where are you from again? Where you from?
I'm from Newark.
If I'm not,
I call you frequently, bro.
Okay, but now, sir, if I'm not mistaken, Jaheim is from New Brunswick, not Newark.
Oh, okay. Well, Jersey stand up, you know.
Whoa!
I seen him running around New Community.
Slow down. You have to. I got time. You have to Google this. I could have swore Jaheim was from New Brunswick. Are you trying to claim him?
Nah, what I'm saying is I seen him running through New Community in Newark, so you feel me? I figured he was from out here. But Jersey does, you heard?
Sir, you can't just say somebody who's from New Brunswick is from Newark. That's like saying a nigga from Roselle is a nigga from Linden. We don't do that in Jersey, right or wrong?
I hear what you're saying. But if you tell me you went to Rutgers, are you?
Sir, he's from New Brunswick. I'm reading it right now.
They went to?
Calling here capping, but come on, my nigga. Come on.
I was just saying, you know. We got a bunch of Rutgers running around here.
Okay, I got you. What's cracking?
All right. So about that George Floyd, I think that it's deserving of that man, the fact that he died. And for the whole world to see, like the whole world saw that, you know what I'm saying? And I think that it was very transformational what he was able to do, you know, even in death. It's foul. You know, it's foul what's going on. Like I still live in Newark. I see how the police, you know, are in one community. You feel me? I'm in the Spanish neighborhood. They double parked all night. You can't do this in the South Board.
That's right.
Police driving past. You feel me? Like certain people have certain privileges, and it's foul. And you feel me? Even in communities, you said, you know, I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do about that, but you know, I heard Martin say, "A threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." So, I mean, what we doing? You heard?
Yeah.
And that's from North. You heard?
Okay. Before you go, sir, Trick Daddy talking reckless. Do you care? Talking about Jay-Z.
I mean, I seen the interview. I seen him do another interview with Mark Lamont Hill. And he was explaining, you know how the dude got the audio and what he was saying. He said what he said. You know, I mean, I feel him. You know, everybody entitled to their opinion. Some opinions are, you know, unpopular.
All right.
You know, so it is what it is. But, you know, if that's how he feel, that's how he feel. I mean, I feel like some girls is dope. And, you know, how about that? It depends on if you got a machine behind you, make you sound extra dope.
Gotcha.
But I do feel like people who be singing these songs should say if they wrote the songs or not. I feel like they should be putting that on the front. Like, I didn't write this song. I know y'all love this song. This who really wrote the song. So give really the people who wrote the song their credit and not just expecting people to see it on some edits, because you feel me? People be finessing off of other people's talents. And again, we talk about justice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my royalties is one thing, but notoriety is something else, because it may set me up for something else.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, man, I appreciate the call.
Try to star.
Yeah, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much.
You got it, big bro.
Okay. He sound high as shit. What was he saying about the credit? People should say who wrote this song. You know, folks, in the music industry, everybody doesn't want credit on a out in the open. A lot of people just want to get the publishing, whether it be by way of mechanical royalties or ASCAP, BMI. They just want the goddamn check. Everybody doesn't want to be famous. I just had to say that. People scream, "Yo, I want my credit, want my credit." Some people just want a check. Hey, can I just get my check? Shh, very quietly. Don't say my name. Please don't do any shout outs. Jacob, I got your donation. Thank you, Jacob. Hold on, guys. Okay, folks, please don't just send me links. I'm not clicking on links. Don't send me emails with a goddamn link like I'm supposed to just click on. And I don't download anything just because you send something to download. Get out of here with that. Let's go to area code 917. Good evening. Talking about Trick Daddy, talking reckless. Are you there? 917. Do you care? Yes, no, maybe. 917.
You didn't pick up.
I'm right here. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Can you hear me?
Somewhat, sort of, kind of. Are you calling from a trap phone? Where are you calling from, baby?
A trap phone? No, I'm not calling from a trap phone.
What's cracking?
George Floyd statue. I don't understand the significance of it. Not at all.
Please, let's go.
He wasn't exactly a hero. He was a victim, right?
Correct.
It's sending the wrong it's sending the wrong message to most of society. I'm trying to read the chats. I read something about.
Stop reading the chat. Hey. Don't look in there or I'm going to hang up on you. Talk to me. I'm going to hang up on you. They're doing what they do. They're there to eat you up, to tear you to shreds. You got it?
So I really think it's just not appropriate to erect a statue of George Floyd. I think it's re-traumatization. It's triggering for people.
I think so too.
I just don't think it's appropriate. I really don't think it's appropriate. And I do appreciate what the previous caller said about there not being a statue erected for Prince in Minneapolis.
Right.
Prince is one of those people that was a charitable giver that gave away a lot of his money.
Yeah.
And that's why he didn't leave a will. He just was so generous with the money that he gave to various charities and to the arts and to performers, and he just supported so many different artists. And it's appalling to me that there was no statue erected in Prince's honor in Minneapolis after he died. But as far as George Floyd is concerned, again, like anytime I hear his name, I'm re-traumatized. Like,
if I can also just add this to your point, Prince didn't even want people acknowledging him when he gave them money. That's how he was.
Right.
He didn't want shout outs.
Sure.
He didn't want you to get on stage and say his name. And you're right, he gave a lot of money behind the scenes. Continue on, please, continue.
Yeah, so I just think I think that statue is erected to constantly re-traumatize people. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible reminder of a gruesome murder of a person who was not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but all of us were witnesses to his murder, like not in real time, but after the fact. And I just don't think it's a good idea to put a statue up of George Floyd. I think a memorial somewhere.
If they're going to change some laws or some policies, okay. But I mean, it just a caller earlier said, why are we doing Emmett Till all over again? And I have to agree. Yeah,
and as far as female singers are concerned, undoubtedly, Beyoncé is extremely talented. She's an entertainer, she's a performer, but I came up in a different time. When I think of singers, I think of Mickey Howard, I think of Brenda Russell, I think of Lisa Fisher, who could blow with Luther Vandross. Like that, Lisa Fisher can. If nobody's ever listened to Lisa Fisher before, go after the show is over and listen to How Can I Ease the Pain. That woman can sing her ass off.
She was signed to Elektra, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Elektra or Asylum? I forget, one of those labels. And she was.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, she was a great.
But she could sing.
Yeah, but she had some issues.
She could sing.
She had some issues, and
did?
Yeah, and well, I don't know what type of issues, but she couldn't get a another hit, and Mickey Howard was signed to Atlantic. I promoted both of them because I worked at WIA for about a decade before I started on radio. But you're right; those were great singers. I'm not saying
Regina Bell.
Regina Bell was a great singer, but she wasn't easy on the eyes.
Oh, she was pretty. What do you mean she wasn't easy on the eyes? She was pretty.
I'm not saying
Rochelle Farrell.
Well, hang on. Regina Bell was from New Jersey, if I remember correctly. Great singer. Great singer. I'm not saying she was a bad-looking woman, but she wasn't the chick that you see her sing and you say, oh, hey, I want to smash. I'm going to go buy her album. She wasn't one of those.
No, okay. I get it. It's not the full package. I understand. That's understandable.
You see Beyonce, you're thinking of Bootylicious, and you say, hey, I'm going to go download her next goddamn hit.
I mean, yeah, her songs are great. They're entertaining. They're fun to dance to. She is extremely talented. As a matter of fact, the first concert I took my daughter to was a Beyonce concert in 2009. She was 9 years old. We had a great time together. It was a fantastic experience. But there are other singers, classically trained singers. But I have to say, Beyonce also is a classically trained opera singer. That's one thing I do have to say about Matthew Knowles. He's a smart businessman, and he also made sure that his daughter had proper training for her vocals. She is a trained opera singer. If memory serves me correctly, when she did make one of her documentaries, she said her dad used to make her get on a treadmill and sing. To strengthen her.
She can't talk worth a damn, but she can sing. She can't talk worth
right.
a damn.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. She's not a good person to interview, but nobody can beat Whitney Houston in her prime. Yeah. Well, there's not one person.
Hang on a second. Doris just sent me a Cash App. Doris says, Heather Headley, Tamia, Angie Stone, and Vivian Green. If I can just respond to Doris and I want your opinion as well. Heather Headley was an incredible singer.
Yes.
I met her, interviewed her. She married some white guy from the New York Jets, and then I never heard from her again. Tamia, great singer, but she had that weird personality, Angie Stone.
Doesn't she have multiple sclerosis? She had something. Go ahead.
I don't know. Angie Stone, not the chick you want to take home and smash. You have to be high on coke or drunk. And then
Angie Stone was with D'Angelo. D'Angelo smashed that. They had a child together.
I don't care. But Vivian Green. Vivian Green, who I think was on Columbia Records in the early part of her career, she was like a WBLS sister girl favorite, but she couldn't get a breakout hit. Yes, no, maybe?
Emotional roller coaster. She did. Yeah. Right? That was Vivian Green. She did emotional. Yeah, I know. She had a very, very good voice. Heather Headley had a spotless voice, too. Yeah. Her voice was beautiful.
Heather Headley was on RCA, if I remember correctly.
Too. Kiki Wyatt she's a little bit crazy, but Kiki Wyatt she still can sing.
Wait a minute.
Wait
a minute. Kiki Wyatt stabbed her ex-boyfriend or ex-husband on a holiday. Right. I think it was either Christmas or Thanksgiving. Stabbed that nigga.
And she went to jail. She went to prison for it, too.
She
had like 10 or 11 kids. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if she went to prison, but she went to jail for
She did.
Did she? Okay. Stabbed that nigga on Christmas or Thanksgiving. And that's what everybody just looked at her over the years and said, this bitch is crazy. Anyway, listen, thank you, darling. I'm going to go. Thank you for calling in, all right?
One more suggestion, Brownstone. Those women can sing, too. Brownstone.
Wait a minute.
If you love me.
You can't just say that and run off the line. Weren't they on...
They could sing.
Sony? Was that Michael Jackson's group, Brownstone?
I don't know, but I know one of them died tragically in like a accidental wine glass accident. Everybody was like, "Wait a minute, this is a little suspect." One of the singers from Brownstone died under suspicious circumstances. It involved glass.
Okay.
But those ladies can sing. And so could the ladies from SWV.
Okay,
Yeah,
hang on. You're doing a lot here. Hang on. I want to finish up with Brownstone. Brownstone they were okay. They didn't have a monster hit. So, and I think that was Michael Jackson's group. I could be wrong, but thank you, darling. Okay.
Okay. Have a great night.
You too. Now, bye. Bye. Okay. Pardon me, folks. We were talking female R&B singers. You see, I worked at record labels for a lot of years before you ever heard of me. Let me just double check. Troll Babies, Brownstone, wasn't that Michael Jackson's group? I think they were on Sony. Okay. R&B group, popular during the mid-90s, 1994 hit, If You Love Me. Okay, they were signed to Michael Jackson. Aha. Yeah. They were okay. I like 702 better than them. Anybody remember 702? Or am I going someplace else? Okay. Guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you for your time. I got to get up early. I thought we had a good discussion here this evening. Trick Daddy talking reckless. Huh? Keep me up to speed on Trick Daddy. I like him. Good guy, man. The interview that we did, I think I have it on videotape because I videotaped a lot of that Hot 97 stuff. And I know I had the audio because, again, I used to record the entire room, even when we were not on the microphones. Recorded everything. Oh, my God. And he and I were talking about, well, it's kind of vulgar. I don't want to repeat now, but we were talking about what he and Luke used to do to females prior to what R. Kelly did. Crazy interview. Maybe I'll sell that as an NFT. Hey, you guys have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow. And please go to my community section for the banners so that you can be up to speed. And if you want to be a sponsor, please reach out to me so that we can get you in the showrunner and promote you at the top of the comments as well. Guys, tonight, please, before you go to sleep, go to Layla Will's YouTube channel, and you will see one of her new interviews with regards to this series. 40 interviews coming up, and she only released 4 so far. Zulu Nation, hip-hop's first gay family. Take care. Have a good